Yes people, so this is going to be quite a quick one, but in this video I'm going to be showing you a little trick that I sometimes like to use to get my basses wobbling. You can use it in a few ways, so for example on like deep subby type basses, as well as on like more prominent wobbly type basses. So with this method you're utilising a tool called a frequency shifter. Now what is a frequency shifter? Well, a frequency shifter shifts frequencies. I should probably explain it a bit better than that. So every single sound has a frequency, and like thicker, fuller, bigger sounds will have more frequencies, whereas a sine wave, which is like the purest form of sound, has one prominent frequency. You know, I should probably just flash ChatGPT up here instead, because it'd probably do a better job at explaining it than me. Feel free to pause. But what might actually be easier than explaining what I mean is showing you what I mean. If you do find this helpful or interesting or anything like that, then please do consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and all the other generic YouTube stuff. And enough of me waffling, let me show you what I mean. Okay, so here's my first example of using a frequency shifter to create like little wobbles. And the specific sound in this tune is this filler sound at the end here. So just in context, you've got... It's that filler sound at the end here. So you might be wondering, how's a frequency shifter going to create that wobble effect? Well, the way it's done is via the dry wet down here. So as you can see, it's on 50%. So that means you've got the layer of the original sound in its original pitch and the adjusted pitch. Now, if you've seen the DJ Hazard synth tutorial video, which should pop up here in the corner or whatever, you might have remembered that pulsating bass sound was created by two oscillators playing the same sound a semitone apart. And that's essentially what we've got happening here. So this sound on its own is just a bog standard bass drop. If I was to put this frequency shifter at 100%, it sounds pretty much the exact same, but obviously a little different because of the pitch. Now, if we have both tones playing at the same time, you're going to get that pulsating effect where the frequencies are just interfering with each other. So on 50%, you get that little wobble. Okay, and so the other way I've used a frequency shifter is in my remix of Killer Shot by JJ and Magenta. Came out this year in January, if you want to cop it. And so what I've done here, bear with me 2 seconds, I go to the actual patch. If I just grab the main part. So as you can see here, I've got the frequency shifter set to 12.6 Hertz with a dry wet of 28.6. Now if I take the dry wet off completely, and then the frequency shifter just adds, I don't know, some kind of like gritty, metallic-y sort of... It's hard to explain, but I just thought that wobble sounded really cool. I'm just going to get up a little bonus example as well of using this method in a, well, not a tune, but like an idea that, to be honest, went nowhere. Okay, so here's the example here. Stuff's missing, so it's not going to sound finished or complete or whatever, but... So if I just get that bass channel up quickly, without the frequency shifter, it sounds... Where is it? Sounds like this. As you can see there, I've got some automation just to like give it a little bit of wobbliness, but yeah. Yeah, it's just a cool little way to get some wobbles. Have a little play, see what you can get. They might not be great, but again, what's the harm in experimenting?